Senator Brownback. He's a senator from Kansas. He's a Republican running for president, and he's talking about how it's not even what Brownback says as much as Gonzalez's answers here. He winds up hanging himself. Listen in, and you'll see.
I'd like to get just a series of facts and the factual information out on the table of why this list of U.S. attorneys out of the 93 were terminated. So I want to go down the list with you, if I could. Daniel Bogdan of Nevada, why was he terminated?
Senator, this is probably the one that, to me, in hindsight, was the closest call. I do not recall what I knew about Mr. Bogdan on December 7th. That's not to say that I wasn't given a reason. I just don't recall the reason. I didn't have an independent basis or recollection of knowing about Mr. Bogdan's performance.
Kevin Ryan, Northern District of California.
I was not surprised to see Mr. Ryan on the list. And again, it's difficult for me to talk critically about these individuals who served our country, but you're asking me these questions. I was aware, as a general matter, about poor management in that office. There was disruption, that Mr. Ryan had lost confidence in some career prosecutors.
Margaret Chira, the Western District of Michigan.
Same issue. She's the other person, quite candidly, Senator, that I don't recall remembering. I don't recall the reason why that I accepted the decision on December 7th.
H.E. Bud Cummings of Arkansas.
Mr. Cummings obviously is someone who's on a different track, and because he was on a different track and was asked to resign on June 14th and not December 7th, I myself was confused, quite frankly, when I testified.
John McKay, Western District of Washington.
Mr. McKay, when I accepted the recommendation on December 7th, generally I recall there being serious concerns about his judgment.
Now, listen, dude. It's over. I mean, that's when you stop the hearings and you're like, I'm calling it. As a rep, you got to stop it. You got to, step in and say, no, it's done. It's done. No more. Please, for the love of God, somebody for his own good, take this guy out of here.
Yeah, man. Stop the fight. He's hemorrhaging.
Right. I mean, first of all, look at what Brownback is doing. This is what I love the questions, because this is what we've been asking all along. Will somebody, for the love of God, go down the list and say, why did you keep claiming that there wasn't an improper reason. Go down the list and tell us the proper reason, right? And Brownback isn't being hard on him. It's not like he's grilling him and asking him to talk. He's just saying, go down the list and you tell me why you fired him, right? It's the most natural question in the whole set of hearings.
Look how frail and weak and unmanly this torturer really is. Like all of them. You corner them and all that when you don't have your guards around you and you don't have someone else to beat someone up for doing it when it's just you. Look at what they always are. This broken, scared little brat kid. His voice is just going higher and higher. That means he's in trouble. If this is a poker game, we got him.
Rick said this earlier before we came on air, and it's true. Like, I've noticed Gonzalez throughout all the different hearings. The one difference in this hearing than the others, and what was really interesting about the other hearings is that he always came out so cocky with that big smile on his face, like, oh, please, like I don't have to answer your questions.
That's right.
You petty people, I'm protected by the decider. Right? But in this one, Rick's right. His voice is much higher. The pitch is, hey, dog, you're a little pitchy there.
Yeah,
okay. That was actually Rick. What?
Hey, what happened there? What's he doing with his voice? Oh, wow, it's not an effect. He's doing, oh, what's wrong with his voice?
That's kind of amazing.
Auto helium. Just set it for helium and go.
Okay. So Gonzalez here is getting pitchy, dog, and he's like, no, I gotta tell you, I don't.
Yeah,
and
he's in trouble. Throat's tightening up.
And look at the answers. Then look at the substance, right? The substance is, I don't recall. I think it was poor management and disruption. And then my favorite was the first one, the one out in Nevada. He's like, yeah, that one was the closest call. I don't remember what he did wrong. No, but wait a minute. How close a call could it have been if you don't even remember what he did wrong? Like, then I guess it wasn't a very close call. You shouldn't have fired him.
Wow.
Like, here's how it's a close call. like, man, I tell you, I thought about this for a couple of days, and it kept me up at night because I thought, on the one hand, he's done X, Y, and Z wrong, and and I really want somebody in there who can do that right. But on the other hand, he's done the other prosecutions so well. That's a thought out answer. I labored over this, and this is why.
Worth it.
Right, and this is why I came to that decision. He's like, oh, it was a close call, dog, but I got to tell you, I don't remember a thing about it.